group of customers departed, another would be admitted. Although the interior appeared to be sparsely populated, the queue outside was extensive. There were several reasons for this approach. Firstly, it ensured a pleasant shopping environment, preventing chaos from a large influx of customers. With 7 staff members on duty, only 7 groups could be attended to at once, maintaining order. Secondly, this method encouraged purchases. Under the one-on-one service, those who might hesitate to buy felt a certain pressure to engage. Lastly, given the high value of the merchandise, it minimized the risk of damage and disputes arising from overcrowding. As for other factors, Chen Xiao was unaware. He only knew that such practices were typical for luxury establishments. Xia Yudi clung to Chen Xiao's arm, playfully scolding him. "What are we doing here? I want to go to the arcade." Chen Xiao, exasperated, replied, "We can go after we finish shopping. You always think about playing." He then pinched her adorable nose amidst her protests. "Ouch, stop it. If you keep pinching, it won't grow." Chen Xiao chuckled. "Not at all. It's just perfect now, and I've heard that the more you pinch, the bigger it gets." Xia Yudi paused, processing his words, and blushed as she retorted, "You lecherous wolf. I have no idea what you're talking about." Just then, the playful banter was interrupted as Zhao Xiaohong appeared, dragging a resigned Xing Yanqing into the queue behind them. Xia Yudi's smile instantly vanished, and she turned her head away, avoiding Zhao. At the entrance of the luxury store, Zhao Xiaohong tempered her demeanor but still muttered, "Humph, renting a car to impress girls, and still daring to browse luxury goods? What a waste of time and space." Xing Yanqing, aware of Chen Zhao's status, was baffled by Zhao's relentless disdain. "Just be quiet and queue properly," he advised. Zhao huffed in response, but eventually relented. Chen Xiao smiled. "For me, this isn't luxury. It's merely a necessity." Zhao rolled her eyes, thinking, someone who can't even afford 3,000 yuan, and he calls it everyday use? What a joke. Standing behind him, she chose to maintain an air of sophistication, refraining from further argument, though she silently expressed her disdain through countless eye rolls. Chen Xiao couldn't help but reflect on Zhao Xiaohong's naivety. Unlike in his previous life, where her emotions were concealed, he could easily discern her true character now. The queue progressed slowly. After all, those who could afford luxury items were typically affluent and leisurely, taking their time in the store. Just as Chen Xiao was on the verge of losing his patience, 2 figures approached and then backtracked. "Wow, bro, what brings you to this queue?" Chen Xiao was surprised to see Tang Xiaofei. "Oh, it's nothing. I'm here with friends to buy some bags." Tang Xiaofei glanced at Xia Yudi, slightly taken aback by her beauty, then exchanged a knowing look with Chen Xiao, saying, "Come on, follow me. Standing in this line is pointless. I'll get you a card to enter from the back." "All right, thanks, Tangge." "No need for thanks. Let us go." Chen Xiao followed Tang Xiaofei out of the queue. Zhao Xiaohong was at the point of bursting with frustration. What a show off, just like last time, and with the crowd of extras. No wonder even my first time was deceived. What did you say, Xiaohong?" Xing Yanqing inquired, not quite catching her words. Cough. "It's nothing. I was just saying that it's good this person left. We can move faster now." Zhao Xiaohong, feeling guilty about her relationship with Chen Xiao, prefer to say less. Xing Yanqing felt the same, wary of his affair being discovered by Sun Ying, so he also avoided the topic. Thus, the two silently agreed to steer clear of the matter, leaving the misunderstandings caused by the names Chen Xiao and Ji Yujing unresolved. Chapter 96. Purchasing a bag. Tang Ge. "Do you come here often? Can you still get a card for this place?" Tang Xiaofei paused, smacking his forehead. "It's my fault. I forgot to mention that Jide Plaza is managed by my family. All the businesses here are my tenants." Chen Xiao replied, impressive. Xia Yudi was also surprised. Who would have thought Chen Zhao's friend's family owned such a large shopping center? "Never mind. I'll get you a universal black card. You can enjoy priority treatment at any store in Jide Plaza. It's fine if you don't have cash. Just go ahead and spend. Our company will settle the bill later," Tang Xiaofei explained. Such cards were issued sparingly, fewer than 10 in total, each held by significant individuals. Some even used this method to discreetly provide support without revealing their identities. Isn't this too generous? Come on, what else with the formalities between us? There's nothing of real value in them all. You want to spend much." Chen Xiao accepted the black card, saying, "Thanks." Tang Xiaofei waved his hand. "You and the lady go ahead. I want to be a third wheel. Let us catch up later." "Sure, let us catch up later." After Tang Xiaofei left, Chen Xiao raised the black card in his hand, saying, "We don't need to spend any money now. Pick whatever you like." Xia Yudi shook her head. "Let us not. After all, this is a favor that needs to be repaid." Chen Xiao was slightly surprised. "Well done, Yudi. Your emotional intelligence is quite high. But rest assured, we'll only use this card to skip the queue. We'll pay for our own purchases, he added. Chen Xiao, maybe we shouldn't go? This place is really expensive. Let us go. Let us see what the passage is like. Xia Yudi was pulled along by Chen Xiao as they entered through the back door. The store manager personally greeted them, enthusiastically introducing the merchandise within the shop. Meanwhile, Zhao Xiaohong, who was still in line, caught a glimpse of the two inside the store, her eyes widening in shock. Her first thought was that Ji Yujing had sneaked in. However, judging by the manageress' attitude, it didn't seem likely. Could it be inside the store? Xia Yudi held up a small wallet, saying, I'll take this one. I really like it. Chen Xiao glanced at the price tag of 4,500, likely the lowest in the entire store. This girl's attraction was not to the bag itself, but to the price. All right, if you like it. Let us wrap it up. Certainly, sir. After Chen Xiao finished speaking, he added, please bring me one each of the classic styles, this year's new designs, and the limited edition handbags, shoulder bags, and backpacks. In an instant, the surrounding customers and store staff appeared as though they had been enchanted. Xia Yudi was the first to regain her composure. She discreetly tugged at Chen Xiao's sleeve. With a smile, Chen Xiao addressed the manager. Is there an issue? The manager, finally snapping back to reality, replied, no problem at all. Had it been someone else making such a request, she might have thought it was merely a jest. However, a person wielding a black card from Jide Square certainly possessed the means. Please hold on, sir. I will package your items immediately. Very well, he replied. The manager turned to fetch the merchandise from the stockroom, just as Zhao Xiaohong entered the queue. Upon noticing the small wallet in Xia Yudi's possession, she scoffed. Is that all you're buying? Xia Yudi shot her a glare. I like it. What is it to you? Zhao Xiaohong shot back. Yuan Xing, if she likes that style. Why don't you buy it for me? Yuan Xing grimaced at the price tag of over 30,000, his mouth twitching. Ahem, that one isn't appealing. Look at that handbag over there. It seemed quite nice, he suggested. Zhao Xiaohong glanced over and noted that the bag he mentioned was only 7,000, instantly feeling dissatisfied. But I want this one. Yuan Xing whispered then tonight. Zhao Xiaohong, in a panic, interrupted. My relatives are visiting. Today, isn't convenient. Can we wait until the weekend? Yuan Xing was at a loss for words. It was frustrating to be denied something while also having to pay such a hefty price. That's just like sunning. Isn't it? No worries, I don't mind. I can handle it. Ugh, fine. Let us get the one you suggested. It's certainly better than someone else's little wallet. Zhao Xiaohong reluctantly settled for second best, planning to wait for an opportunity to seduce him later, hoping to extract a few thousand from that crimson flash. Xia Yudi rolled her eyes, choosing to ignore her. Zhao Xiaohong, feeling ever more triumphant, flaunted the 7,000 yuan bag in front of her. Soon, the manager returned, carrying a plethora of bags. Sir, here are your items. The total comes to 427,000. Would you prefer to pay by card or bank transfer? Chen Xiao produced his bank card. Let us use the card. Certainly, please hold on. The atmosphere fell silent as he casually purchased over 400,000 worth of goods, leaving everyone astonished. They had assumed he was just a braggart youth, but he was, in fact, a genuine tycoon. Zhao Xiaohong was equally stunned, too intimidated to voice any dissent, as there was no possibility left of being publicly humiliated at this point. Sure enough, a few minutes later, the manager returned respectfully, handing Chen Xiao his card. Sir, would you like to take your bags with you? Or shall we deliver them to a specified location? After a moment's thought, Chen Xiao decided, I'll take one for now. Please deliver the rest to the entrance of Building 15 at Jining University tomorrow. Understood, sir. Once everything was arranged, Chen Xiao did not bother to say farewell, and simply took Xia Yudi by the hand and left. Behind them, whispers began to circulate. Who is this young master? His generosity is astounding. If I were that girl, I would have unlocked everything for him. Sigh, that girl is so beautiful. I feel utterly inadequate just watching them. Alas, one cannot compare individuals. While we can only afford to purchase a single handbag each year, others arrive as if they are restocking merchandise. Zhao Xiaohong stood still for a considerable time, pondering the situation. Was the driver, the bodyguard, and the car truly rented? Could one not produce 3,000 yuan? How then could one explain the extravagant expenditure of over 420,000 yuan today? With that thought, Zhao Xiaohong set down her backpack. Xing Yanqing approached her and inquired, What is the matter? Are you dissatisfied? Zhao Xiaohong offered a faint smile and replied, Perhaps I should wait for the new models. Xing Yanqing was elated, for he realized that if nothing was to be acquired today, it was splendid not to spend any money at all. He confidently declared, All right, when the new models arrive, I shall certainly buy you the finest one. Nevertheless, Zhao Xiaohong seemed not to hear him and walked out of the store, lost in her own thoughts. Xiaohong, wait for me. Shall we go for a meal? And perhaps watch a movie? Zhao Xiaohong offered a perfunctory smile. I'm a bit tired, and my stomach hurts. Let us shop together another day. Xing Yanqing was taken aback for a moment, and then his expression darkened. He attributed all of this to Chen Xiao. Had it not been for him today, even if they could not eat, at least they could enjoy a movie. I'll give you a ride, he offered. No need. I could take a cab by myself, she replied, and with that, she headed towards the mall's exit. Xing Yanqing gazed at Zhao Xiaohong with a sullen expression, muttering, Wretched woman, I will eventually win you over. Chapter 97, Gentle Breeze and Drizzle. A unique flavor upon exiting the store. Zhao Xiaohong sent a text message to Chen Xiao. Ji Yujing, are you free? I would like to treat you to a meal. Chen Xiao smiled upon receiving it and replied, I have no money. No worries, I will treat you. It won't cost you a thing, she responded. After reading her message, Chen Xiao put away his phone. Xia Yudi continued to grumble. That woman is insufferable. She buys whatever she likes and insists on competing with others. Let us go to the arcade and forget about her, Chen Xiao suggested. Yay! Xia Yudi exclaimed joyfully. Chen Xiao disliked discussing certain topics, and she would immediately drop them. Upon arriving at the arcade, Chen Xiao began to regret his decision. She was adept at every machine. Xia Yudi eagerly hung her bag around Chen Xiao's neck. And whether adults or children, they all eagerly engaged with her in play. Within 10 minutes, she had made 6 children cry. Chen Xiao found himself repeatedly apologizing to the parents. Afterward, he pulled her away, but Xia Yudi continued to make faces at the nearby children, taunting, Come on, you can't defeat your elder sister, can you? Ha ha ha, ugh, I really dislike you. And just like that, she made another child cry. Soru. Little one, here are some game tokens for you, Chen Xiao said, tossing a handful of tokens before departing. He managed to settle Xia Yudi on a dance machine, which finally brought a moment of peace. However, her graceful dance moves and striking looks soon attracted a large crowd. Among them were the 4 children she had previously upset, tugging at their father's sleeves and saying, Daddy, when I grow up, I want to marry this sister. She is so beautiful. The fathers exchanged exasperated glances, but said nothing, as they too harbored similar thoughts as their sons. After nearly an hour of play, Chen Xiao reluctantly dragged the ever-enthusiastic Xia Yudi out of the arcade. Oh, I haven't had enough fun yet, she lamented. Chen Xiao replied dryly, No more playing. If you keep this up, you'll be too exhausted tonight. Xia Yudi pouted. How annoying, but I really enjoy it. Following their meal, the pair watched a movie before returning to their hotel. Lying in bed, Chen Xiao held Xia Yudi close. Yudi, he called softly. She responded. Aren't you curious about me? Xia Yudi shook her head. Not at all. I simply like you as you are now, with no complications. Chen Xiao chuckled. Then aren't you curious about the legality of my finances? She shook her head again. I'm not worried. Even if you were to get caught, I would remember you forever. Cough, cough. Don't worry, that won't happen, he reassured her. Xia Yudi smiled. I know you wouldn't engage in anything illegal. The boy I like must be the very best. It's just that you're so exceptional that many girls vie for your attention. Chen Xiao remained silent, knowing she was referring to Li Wenli. Yet, in this tender moment, he refrained from voicing that thought. Chen Xiao rolled over, and Xia Yudi blushed. I'll go wash up, she declared. Me too, he replied. You go first, she insisted. The flickering candlelight illuminated the shy beauty. Though it wasn't her first time, Xia Yudi still found it overwhelming. Chen Xiao cherished her deeply, not only for their intimate encounter, but also for the tenderness and affection she bestowed upon him. In the gentle warmth of the evening, their feelings blossomed rapidly, becoming irresistible. At midnight, Chen Xiao took a refreshing shower, washing away the perspiration. After drying off, he entered the living room, closed the bedroom door behind him, and lit a cigarette, savoring the moment. He sighed. Indeed, women only possess endurance when shopping. He then pulled out his phone to browse the day's news. The report of the Blue Chang Group's heir being detained was still making waves, though some news outlets had retracted their statements. Chen Xiao knew that the public relations team at Blue Chang Group was hard at work managing the situation. Inside the headquarters, Bai Lanqing wore a dark expression. Look at this fool. I just warned him to steer clear of trouble, and now he has been taken in, he lamented. Negative news like this can significantly impact our stock price, even if favorable news emerges after the land auction. This directly concerns our ability to secure project funding when we reduce our holdings in 6 months. An assistant nearby attempted to console him. Chairman, please calm down. Our legal and PR teams are already on it. Bai Lanchang pondered for a moment before deciding, Let him stay in there for a few days. We'll see what happens after the land auction. Understood, Chairman, the assistant replied. Just then, a woman in her 40s, still possessing a certain charm, entered the office, wiping away tears. Lancheng, you must find a way to get our son out. He has never faced hardship. What kind of place is that? He absolutely cannot spend the night there. By Lancheng's side, it's your indulgence that has led to this. If he doesn't experience some hardship now, he will inevitably cause greater trouble later. Oh dear, I understand. You will rescue my son, and I shall ensure he is properly disciplined, the beautiful woman remarked. Do you think this is an easy matter? Is it as simple as saying save? I replied. The woman pleaded. Lancheng, I implore you, you must have a solution, right? Nothing has ever been able to thwart you. Seeing the desperation in her eyes, Bai Lancheng's heart softened. He spoke gently. Mei Yin, our company is at a critical juncture. We cannot allow that boy to create further trouble. If the stock price does not reach our target, how shall we fund new projects? If the cash flow falters, the company will be in peril. The woman understood this truth all too well, yet her heart ached for her son. But Bai Lancheng interrupted. No buts. After a couple of days, I will think of a way to get him out. Realizing Bai Lancheng's resolute stance, she acquiesced. Then, please be swift. Understood. You should return home now. Chen Xiao was unaware of the events transpiring at Lancheng Group. He played on his phone until around 10 o'clock before heading to bed. Xia Yudi appeared exceptionally radiant, her lips slightly parted, utterly still, save for her gently fluttering eyelashes. The next morning, Chen Xiao rose early, and Xia Yudi looked adorably peaceful in her sleep. Ignoring her protests, he sleepily bestowed a kiss upon her. Satisfied, he then descended to the gym for a run. Upon returning and finishing his morning routine, he found her still asleep. Yudi, rise and shine. I'll be late for work. I can't get up. You go ahead. I'll sleep a little longer, Xia Yudi replied. Then I'll come by at noon, he suggested. No, I'll wake up and take a taxi back to school. I have classes in the afternoon. You go about your business, she insisted. All right, just send me a text when you get to school. Okay, understood. Chen Xiao kissed her forehead once more before turning to leave the room. Today marked a pivotal day for purchasing shares in Lancheng Group. Chapter 98. By Haonan's assistance, the developments surrounding Bai Haonan had been brewing over time, significantly impacting the market. Coupled with the chairman's stock sell-off, Lancheng Group faced a limit down at the opening. Useless. That good for nothing. Once he is out, I shall make him pay. Bai Lancheng raged in his office. He longed to raise funds immediately and buy back his company's shares. However, regulations mandated a 6-month interval before shareholders could trade their own stock, effectively stifling his intentions. Though he could resort to operating through others' accounts, prudence was advised during such tumultuous times. After venting his frustration, Bai Lancheng calmed himself and inquired of his trusted aide. What is the status with Xiaoying? Boss, all checks have been completed, and she is in her ovulation period. It is just awaiting your presence, his subordinate reported. Bai Lancheng nodded, instructing the kitchen to prepare nourishing dishes, stating, if this attempt fails, we shall resort to in vitro fertilization. Yes, boss, Ken replied. While Bai Lancheng strategized on one front, Chen Xiao busily managed several accounts, actively trading amidst the turmoil of Lancheng Group's plummeting stock. Bai Haonan's maneuver significantly reduced his costs by more than 5 percentage points today, while simultaneously decreasing the complexity of his task exponentially. As long as he maintained the drop limit, he could indulge in frenzied buying. By midday, the remaining 1 billion had been completely exhausted. Chen Xiao instructed Su Tang to borrow another 1 billion from financing institutions to prepare for the afternoon session. It was anticipated that Lancheng Group would hit the ceiling tomorrow, and who knew if favorable news would be released today. However, Chen Xiao harbored no concerns. With 5 billion already invested, any additional profits would be welcomed, and even the prospect of passively enjoying the profits from this 5 billion was appealing. In the afternoon, Lancheng Group's stock price, predictably, hit the drop limit once more. Armed with insider information, Chen Xiao was unrestrained in his aggressive market maneuvers, sweeping up sell orders with fervor. Even Wang Peng and Xiao Su began to feel trepidation. This transaction was monumental. Thus far, over 5 billion had been committed. Thankfully, Lancheng Group had a sufficiently large market cap, as most companies would struggle to accommodate such a substantial amount of capital. However, around 2 p.m., Lancheng Group's stock abruptly broke through the drop limit and surged upwards. Chen Xiao was momentarily taken aback, then seized the opportunity to purchase without hesitation. Both teams disregarded the price, bombarding the market with substantial buy orders at prices significantly above the current trading price. Yet, despite their efforts, They managed to secure only a limited quantity, as the sell orders in the market were scant. Those with a modicum of expertise were already aware of Lan Cheng Group's participation in the upcoming land auction. Moreover, Bai Haonan subtly hinted at the company's ample funding and considerable confidence. The issues surrounding Bai Haonan quickly faded from the minds of the investors, and market confidence was swiftly restored. Observing the stock price that had already surged to the ceiling, Chen Xiao remarked, "Well, it is what it is." Indeed, boss. During the price escalation, they had not acquired much. The majority of their purchases were made at the drop limit. Chen Xiao had successfully absorbed 5 billion of Lan Cheng Group stocks in this round, realizing profits on the same day. Both teams were astounded, with the new team rendered speechless by the boss's remarkable market acumen. At 2 p.m., Chen Xiao rose from his executive chair with a smile and made his way to the trading room, saying, Let us go. Let's head downstairs for some badminton. Staying in the office every day is making my brain starve for oxygen." The employees felt a twinge of guilt for receiving such high salaries while the boss so easily dismissed work. If caught secretly working overtime, they would face reprimands. Where was the justice in that? "Boss," this Wang Peng began, but Chen Xiao interrupted, "Don't bring up work with me. There's always work to be done, an endless supply. But joyful moments are limited. Let us go," as Chen Xiao led his subordinates in a jovial manner. Favorable news regarding Lan Cheng Group began to emerge one after another. Their land acquisition in this auction had gone exceedingly well, nearly securing all targeted plots. Following closely was an official announcement, propelling Lan Cheng Group into the spotlight. A 9-year key school was to be planned in the vicinity where Lan Cheng Group was concentrating its land acquisitions. The land parcel recently acquired by the Blue Chen Group has instantly transformed into a coveted school district property. This world is indeed astonishing. Although we all understand that matters are rarely as straightforward as they seem, nonetheless, this is the reality. Chen Xiao finds joy in this situation. After all, he stands to gain, so why concern himself with the complexities? Moreover, the plot he secured from Yin Bingxin is also situated there, and it occupies the most advantageous location. The 200 acres of land, previously acquired for 400 million, has swiftly doubled in value and is expected to continue its ascent. One wonders how Yin Bingxin will react upon learning this. At this point, all of Chen Xiao's funds have been exhausted, and both hidden pieces of information are fully utilized. The validity of the hidden information from Ning Pharmaceutical will last until this Friday, with new information set to be updated next Monday, while the Blue Cheng Group's information will not be available until the end of the month on the 30th. Thus, for the next 3 days, he finds himself without any obligations. His finances are nearly depleted, so he decides to return to school for a few days of rest, especially since he has not attended classes in quite some time. With the semester nearing its conclusion and various examinations looming, he feels unprepared. "Su Tang, the company is in your hands. I want to be coming in this week," he announces. "Ah, boss, are you going on a business trip?" Chen Xiao smiles. "No, I'm going to class. I'm still a student." Su Tang pauses for a moment, realizing that her boss, who orchestrates billions with ease, is still a student. Had Chen Xiao not mentioned it, she might have completely forgotten his academic status. "Ah, then I wish you success in your studies. All right, I'm off. Don't forget about establishing the investment team." "Got it, boss. Goodbye." Upon returning to his dormitory, Chen Xiao is momentarily taken aback. He nearly thinks he has entered the wrong room, as it is completely empty. Even Xiao Ji is absent. He pulls out his phone and calls Lu Xin, only to be met with a cacophony on the other end. "What on earth are you doing? Come quickly. There's a star-studded concert at the stadium tonight, and we're queuing for tickets. I'm not going. You all can enjoy it." The weather is sweltering, and with no classes in the afternoon, Chen Xiao leaves the dormitory to buy a fresh juice from the campus commercial street. Along the way, the most prevalent topic of conversation revolves around the evening's concert. Upon reaching the commercial street, he discovers that the ticket collection point is located there. To his astonishment, the line stretches over 100 meters long in the sweltering heat. He cannot fathom the enthusiasm of these individuals. After all, it's merely a few popular songs and a couple of idol dramas that have sparked such fervor. He has nearly forgotten about this artist from his past life. "Xiaozi, over here. Come on," Lu Xian calls out, waving his arms from a distance. Chen Xiao rolls his eyes. "I'm not interested." "Why are you calling me?" Lu Xian retorts, "Come on, don't play coy. Your goddess is part of the accompanying band tonight. You can't possibly be uninterested. Buy me a bottle of cola, and I'll get you a ticket." Chen Xiao replies, "I'll buy you fresh juice. Just please don't get me a ticket." Lu Xian is taken aback. "Wait, are you serious? You're giving up? Stop it. It's not like it's inflatable. Who cares? The people around can't help but laugh. Remember, you said this." Don't come crying to me later. Stop your incessant chatter, or you might find yourself without even tap water, Chen Xiao remarked. Brother, Xiao Go, I was wrong. Lu Xian immediately flashed a sycophantic smile. Only then did Chen Xiao turn to purchase some juice. Behind Lu Xian, Shen Jiansheng and Wu Ling were also waiting in line. Chen Xiao decided to buy an extra 2 cups to bring along. While awaiting his order, Tan Cheng and a few of her friends arrived. Chen Xiao stepped aside and idly scrolled through his phone. To his surprise, Tan Cheng approached him to greet him. Hi, Chen Xiao, what a coincidence. Chen Xiao looked up, his demeanor indifferent. Yes, quite the coincidence. Chen Xiao, could you buy me a drink? Taken aback, he lifted his gaze to scrutinize Tan Cheng. It was indeed a rare occurrence. In the past, inviting her for a juice would have been an insurmountable challenge. Order whatever you wish, he replied. Tan Cheng smiled and said, Boss, I do like a sweet love. All right, 1 sweet love, the boss acknowledged, casting a glance at both Chen Xiao and Tan Cheng. Chen Xiao pulled out 15 yuan and handed it to him. As for Tan Cheng's friends, he had no intention of treating them, for they had been scrutinizing him since their arrival. After placing the order, they stood in silence. Ultimately, it was Tan Cheng who broke the quietude. Chen Xiao, I have a few tickets for the concert tonight. Would you like to go? Oh, no need. I have plans tonight. Oh, all right, Tan Cheng replied, her tone tinged with disappointment. Chen Xiao was increasingly distancing himself from her previous impressions. Now, not only was he uninterested in pursuing her, but even her overtures were met with indifference. What had transpired? At that moment, her friend Lu Xiaoyan interjected sarcastically, truly ungrateful. Those are internal tickets from the middle row. Do you have any idea how much they sell for outside? Chen Xiao chuckled. Come on, give me a price that will make me lose interest. Making you lose interest is easy enough. A middle row ticket costs over 500. Would you still refuse? Chen Xiao nodded. That is quite expensive. I wouldn't be interested. Farewell. With that, he picked up the 4 cups of juice and turned to leave. Tan Cheng stared at his retreating figure, lost in thought, only snapping back to reality when the juice shop owner called her several times. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just daydreaming. The owner, upon seeing such a beautiful girl, wasn't he upset? No worries. It's normal for young couples to quarrel. They'll make up soon. Tan Cheng's face flushed. She was about to explain, but deemed it unnecessary and awkwardly nodded. Lu Xiaoyan chimed in again. Our little fairy, Iason, T's girlfriend. He not worthy of her. The owner frowned. He had more life experience than the average student and could tell from Chen Xiao's demeanor that he was no ordinary individual. Meanwhile, this girl's sharp remarks and cynical tone were far from charming. Tan Cheng tugged at her. All right, stop it. I'll treat you all to drinks. Boss, 3 more cups, please. Sure. Chen Xiao returned with the juice and distributed it to the 3 of them, stating, You all take your time. I'm heading back to the dorm to rest. The 3 of them remarked, Xiao Zi, are you really not interested in the tickets? Ling Jia can get you one. Don't be shy. Truly unnecessary. You may watch as I take my leave. Chen Xiao sipped his refreshing juice, leisurely making his way back to the dormitory. Upon reaching the ground floor, his phone rang again, revealing a call from Tang Xiaofei. Hello, Brother Tang. Ah, my dear brother, do you have time tonight? A sense of foreboding washed over Chen Xiao before he could even respond, as Tang Xiaofei continued. A celebrity is visiting your school tonight. A friend of mine is organizing the event and has procured a few VIP tickets. The guys and I are all going. Will you join us? Chen Xiao pondered. It was indeed his territory, and as the host, he had little choice. All right, I'll come tonight, but please don't reveal my identity. Understood, understood. The main intention of this gathering is to seize the opportunity to discuss the upcoming Jin Ning charity auction this weekend. Oh, in that case, I'll see you tonight. After hanging up, Chen Xiao felt utterly speechless. He had successfully evaded Lu Xian and Tan Cheng, yet could not escape this group of second-generation heirs. They were guests from afar. It would be impolite not to entertain them. With this thought lingering, Chen Xiao dialed Li Wenli. Hello, Wenli. A few friends are coming over tonight. I need to change my outfit. All right. Shall it be casual or business? Casual will suffice. We have a good rapport. Okay. I'll wait for you downstairs in 20 minutes. After finishing a cigarette, Chen Xiao descended, just in time to meet Li Wenli, who had also just arrived. This outfit is newly purchased, suitable for gatherings with friends, she explained. Chen Xiao took a look and asked, Another new purchase? Have you spent all your allowance on clothes? Not entirely. I bought some myself. Chen Xiao was clearly skeptical. The outfits Li Wenli had acquired were each worth no less than 10,000, while she herself still wore her older attire. I don't believe you. Perhaps when time permits, I shall take you shopping. Sounds good. Do invite me when you have the time. By the way, aren't you going to the concert tonight? I'm not going. There'll be too many people. And I'm not particularly interested in celebrities. Idir ratapain, libanli raplia. Chen Xiao checked the time. Let us grab a meal together and then go painting. All right. She responded, clearly delighted. The pair dined at the nearby cafeteria, ordering several dishes to share at a leisurely pace. Do partake as well. Stop serving me exclusively. Libanli smilat. Eat more yourself. I'm aware you're currently on a diet. A diet? With a figure as splendid as yours, why would you need it? Hee hee. I'm nearing 100 pounds. I want to maintain around 95, or else you won't be able to lift me, Li Wenli teased. Chen Xiao flexed his biceps. Not to worry. I shall simply increase my exercise regimen. Please don't. She quickly interjected. You're already so strong. Do you wish to render me utterly helpless? Cough, cough. He nearly choked on his food. This girl, when alone with him, always spoke without reservations. Slow down your eating. Drink some water, Li Wenli urged, promptly handing him a bottle. After their meal, the two parted ways at the cafeteria entrance. Chen Xiao returned to his dormitory to shower and change. Shortly thereafter, a call from Tang Xiaofei arrived. Listening to the roar of a sports car on the other end of the line, Chen Xiao felt a wave of incredulity wash over him. Hello, Brother Tang? The grand spectacle you are creating don't claim to know me. Tang Xiaofei exclaimed, damn, as if I would embarrass myself for you. No worries, let us revel for a while. We shall meet at a distance later at the stadium entrance. Upon hearing this, Chen Xiao felt reassured. All right, I'll head over first. Okay then. After hanging up the phone, Tang Xiaofei picked up the walkie-talkie and declared, brothers, let us get this party started. In an instant, a row of 7 or 8 supercars roared to life, their thunderous sound capturing the attention of everyone passing by. Men and women alike found it difficult to resist the allure of these luxurious vehicles. Even the boys cast aside their jealousy, succumbing only to a profound desire and admiration for the supercars. Each vehicle, worth 5 to 6 million, was a precious item that individuals from ordinary families could scarcely hope to possess. Tang Xiaofei led the convoy on a leisurely cruise around the campus, indulging in the thrill of showcasing their extravagant lifestyle. Just as they contemplated another lap, campus security arrived to escort them away. Coincidentally, Chen Xiao was passing by and couldn't help but chuckle at the sight of his friends lined up like obedient children, receiving a lecture from the police. How quickly their earlier flamboyance had turned into such a state of disarray. Hey, Chen Xiao, over here, Tang Xiaofei called out. Chen Xiao responded, what is up? Did you disturb the peace as well? He quickly waved his hands. No, I'm a student here. I don't have a car. The officer then turned back to continue reprimanding Tang Xiaofei and the others. Since they had been spotted, Chen Xiao decided to stop and enjoy the spectacle. After a lengthy admonishment lasting over 10 minutes, the group was finally allowed to leave. Tang Xiaofei, looking quite sullen, remarked, this is not what I imagined at all. Chen Xiao couldn't help but laugh. If you had driven one car, perhaps there would have been no trouble. But with this many, remember, this is a place of study, my friend. Sighing, he added, no more talk. It was a hasty decision. You go ahead. We'll park the cars and join you. All right, see you later, Chen Xiao said, making his way to the stadium. Meanwhile, Tang Xiaofei and his friends parked the vehicles at a designated spot by the lake, where there were fewer people before walking toward the stadium. Chen Xiao, having arrived at the stadium entrance first, found himself waiting idly. He then encountered Lu Xian and Xiao Ji. Wow, showing off, aren't you? I thought you weren't coming, Lu Xian scolded. Damn, I have a few friends visiting from out of town. It would be rude not to host them. We believe you. Didn't you bring a bouquet of flowers? Shen Jianshang teased. What do we need flowers for? Chen Xiao replied, to give to Tan Sheng after the performance, of course. If you don't understand that, it's no wonder you're single. No need for that. You all go ahead. I'll wait for Tan Sheng. Oops, I meant I'll wait for my friends. Chen Xiao corrected himself. Ha, you silly, you just slipped up. Ling Jia interjected. All right, quit the chatter. Don't you have any shame? At Ling's urging, the group finally made their way into the stadium, while Chen Xiao let out a sigh of relief, allowing himself a self-deprecating smile. In the distance, Lu Xiaoyan spotted Chen Xiao at the stadium entrance and exclaimed, hey, look quickly. ISNT, that Chen Xiao. Just moments ago, Changqing offered him a ticket, which he declined. Now, he finds himself waiting at the entrance, a rather embarrassing predicament. Boys and their pride. Yet, without strength, what pride can one possess? I have always detested those who cling to their pride while suffering. Cheng, have a bit of backbone later. Do not give him the ticket. Tan Cheng also spotted Chen Xiao and, with a wry smile, lamented, alas, I've already given my ticket to a classmate. There's nothing I can do now. Serves him right. Lu Xiaoyan remarked with a hint of schadenfreude. She had already concocted a plan in her mind to humiliate Chen Xiao when she reached the entrance. The mere thought filled her with delight. Hurry up, or we will be late, she urged, striding purposefully towards Chen Xiao. As she approached, ready to unleash her words, unexpectedly, a group of 7 or 8 unusually dressed boys ambled by, casually draping their arms over Chen Xiao's shoulders. Together, they sauntered toward a nearby passage. Lu Xiaoyan's words, which had been poised on the tip of her tongue, became lodged in her throat, leaving her feeling quite vexed. Simultaneously, she was consumed with curiosity. How could he possibly enter through that passage? Tan Sheng and the others arrived shortly after. Hey, where's Chen Xiao? Lu Xiaoyan pointed toward the passage. He went in with a group of people. The group was taken aback. What? The passage? No way. Why not? Perhaps he is a volunteer worker, just using the staff in trance, someone suggested. This explanation brought clarity to the others. Oh, that makes sense. He must have sneaked in to volunteer. Cheng, be cautious. Chen Xiao is probably trying to surprise you. So do keep your composure. Dan Cheng Saif. He asked there to work. What surprise could he possibly offer me? Let us go. We might be late. Chen Xiao and his companions entered the stadium through the passage, taking their seats in the central front row. Their bodyguards had already entered the venue, stationed at designated positions, while Lei Ting was similarly situated. Chen Xiao surveyed his surroundings. The darkness obscured everyone's features, alleviating any concern about being too conspicuous. Brother Tang, what did you mention about the auction over the phone? He inquired. The annual Jining charity auction, organized by the Jining Chamber of Commerce, came to reply. Oh, what is there to negotiate? Chen Xiao asked. Don't even get me started. The depths of this auction are profound. Various enterprises, for the sake of their reputation, contribute money each year to support charitable causes. Chen Xiao wondered, if you're engaging in charity, why not do it directly? Why resort to an auction? There are several reasons for this. First, many individuals not only donate money, but also items, which need to be auctioned to realize their value. Additionally, we don't have the time to handle it ourselves. It is better left to the Chamber's Charity Foundation. Chen Xiao shrugged, his interest in the convoluted intricacies waning. He harbored his own charitable plans, preferring to act independently rather than through others. Spending 100 million each year on charity posed no burden for him. While he remained indifferent to the so-called auction, it was an annual obligation for the second-generation heirs, and Tang Xiaofei and the others engaged in lively discussion. Their elders also wished to seize this opportunity for them to forge connections, laying a solid foundation for inheriting the family business in the future. Every penny spent by the affluent serves a purpose, or so it appears to the average person. While they were conversing, Xiong Chao suddenly felt a tap on his shoulder. He turned to see Yin Bingqin approaching. You go away, he said. Chen Xiao, speechless, urged, Chaozi, just stay put. Xiong Chao rolled his eyes and promptly stood up. Who could possibly contend with this formidable woman? Yin Bingqin, her expression icy, seated herself beside Chen Xiao, causing the temperature in the vicinity to drop several degrees. Chapter 101. Collaborative Development. Sister Qin. Hello, Chen Xiao greeted awkwardly. Yin Bingqin shot back. What's wrong? Don't you want to sit next to me? Cough. It's not that. It's just that having such a beautiful woman beside me is a bit overwhelming, he stammered. Yin Bingqin rolled her eyes, though her demeanor softened considerably. Flattery will get you nowhere. Do you fancy the land I mentioned? Chen Zhao's expression turned fearful, his gaze drifting from her face downward. Yin Bingqin paused, glanced down, her cheeks flushing slightly as she pinched Chen Zhao's waist. Little lecher, what are you thinking? Chen Xiao winced. Hey, that hurts. You're the one who brought it up, he retorted. The table of second-generation elites suddenly adopted a posture of indifference, observing with their eyes turned inward, pretending not to notice. What I meant was the 400 million you were to receive for that land in the development zone. Yin Bingqin replied through gritted teeth. Chen Xiao understood her implication, but feigned ignorance. Xiong Chao abruptly lifted his head. Sister Qin, did you sell that land to Xiaozi? Ugh, who is Xiaozi? It sounds terrible. From now on, you shall address him as Brother Xiao. Yin Bingqin commanded. The others exchanged glances. Chen Xiao quickly waved his hands. No, I can't accept that. I do like the land, but Sister Qin, you wouldn't want to backtrack now, would you? Who said I intended to backtrack? I simply want to know how you learned that a key school would be planned there. Chen Xiao was at a loss. Sister, the land was given to me. How could I know? At that time, I was after money. You didn't provide me with cash, and now you regret giving me the land. Who said I regretted it? You don't regret it? You've pinched me purple. Clearly, there's a personal grudge involved. Yin Bingqin replied. That was merely a reprimand for your loose tongue. I'm here to discuss a collaboration. Chen Xiao, cautious, inquired. Collaboration? What sort of collaboration? Naturally, it pertains to that land of yours. My land? How do you envision this collaboration? Chen Xiao asked. Development. You don't have a construction company. Let us collaborate to develop it, Yin Bingqin explained. Beside them, Xiong Chao was growing increasingly frantic. Sister Qin, take me along. Yin Bingqin shot him a glare. When I feast, have I ever failed to offer you a bowl of soup? The group erupted in joy. Apart from her formidable strength, Yin Bingqin was also remarkably loyal. Always willing to share benefits with the younger brothers she had once bullied, as long as it did not conflict with her family's core interests. Thus, they regarded her with a blend of fear and respect. Chen Xiao was at a loss for words. Before I even had the chance to express my agreement or disagreement, you and your band of brothers are already here to carve up my land? Yin Bingqin wrapped her arms around Chen Xiao and said, Little brother, you will agree. After you've enjoyed so much of your sister's wealth, what's a few billion to return? Chen Xiao replied, I could part with many things without issue. But when it comes to money, let's refrain from that. Yin Bingqin was taken aback and retorted, Rogue, you dive into the gutter within 3 sentences. If I dare to continue, would you dare to reciprocate? Coughing, Chen Xiao quickly waved his hands. No, I wouldn't dare. I'm afraid. Let us discuss that piece of land instead. When it comes to land development, the inefficiency and complications are overwhelming. During this time, Chen Xiao could have earned billions. Thus, he had no intention of handling it himself. Selling outright or collaborating with others was undoubtedly the best option. Yin Bingqin presented a document, stating, This land is currently valued at 2 billion. You provide the land, and we'll handle the rest according to this plan. You take 65, and we take 35. What do you think? Chen Xiao glanced through it. On the 200 acres, approximately 80 to 90 buildings could be constructed, considering the construction period and anticipated price increases. The offer was reasonable. In this era, construction timelines were slow. From project initiation to completion, it would take at least 2 years. Chen Xiao, lacking a keen interest in the matter, conceded, All right, let us proceed as you suggest. Wow, Brother Xiao is generous. Let me toast you first, exclaimed Xiong Chao. Rushing over in gratitude, Chen Xiao would take the profits while Yin Bingqin indulged, ensuring he'd benefit by at least $1 billion or $2 billion. For the second-generation elites at that time, it was quite substantial. Don't mention it. We're all in this together, Chen Xiao replied. Yin Bingqin rarely displayed a smile in public. Considering the current rate of real estate price growth, by the time the project was completed in 2 years, this $2 billion project could yield a profit of at least $2 billion, which was certainly considerable. Such was the allure of real estate in this era. Property prices soared daily, akin to riding a rocket, propelling the entire economy forward. With the business concluded, the concert commenced. The first performer was Zhang Ting, a senior from the broadcasting and hosting program at Jining University, the dream of countless otaku. Privately, she was dubbed the pinnacle of the slightly plump category by the boys, a goddess among seniors. Each word that flowed from her fiery red lips was imbued with sensuality. With a melodious voice, every note tugged at the heartstrings. Her large, expressive eyes sparkled as if they could speak, stirring excitement and warmth in everyone she gazed upon. Distinguished leaders, esteemed teachers, and fellow students, let us tonight unite our voices like a gentle stream flowing through the stadium. The audience erupted in cheers and applause. Yin Bingqin nudged Chen Xiao. Hey, little brother, do you like this one? How about I help you secure her? Chen Xiao responded, No need, you can rest. Yin Bingqin replied, TCH, don't all men fancy such enchantresses? No need to be polite with me. Consider it a gesture of gratitude towards you. Coughing again, Chen Xiao insisted, Really, it's unnecessary. I'm not lacking in women. Yin Bingqin rolled her eyes. You don't have to remind me of your abundance of women every time. I'm not asking you to do anything. Chen Xiao offered an awkward smile, straightened his posture, and fixed his gaze intently upon the stage. Yin Bingqin, feeling rather bored, picked up her phone to pass the time. Zhang Ting took to the stage, delivering 5 minutes of formalities before officially announcing the commencement of the concert and retreating backstage. Shortly after, various accompaniment personnel made their entrance, followed by the evening star, the popular singer Wei Cheng. Hello, friends. How are you? He greeted, eliciting thunderous applause from the audience. Chen Xiao and his companions were somewhat taken aback, their eyes drawn to the fervor behind them, which was far more captivating than the stage itself. Wei Cheng wasted no time, launching directly into one of his hit songs, prompting many in the crowd to sing along. To Chen Xiao's surprise, he found himself humming along as well, recognizing a few lines. The accompaniment team was positioned on either side of the stage. Tan Cheng, who was previously playing seamlessly, suddenly caught sight of Chun Xiao in the front row. His hand trembled, disrupting the rhythm. Chapter 102. On stage and off stage, seizing a moment to turn, Wei Cheng cast a sharp glance towards the accompaniment area before resuming his performance with an air of nonchalance. Naturally, the non-professionals like Chun Xiao did not notice the discord in the accompaniment. Before the song concluded, Xiong Chao stood up, exclaiming, "I can't take this any longer. My head is buzzing. Lao Tang, why are you sitting so close? The sound is deafening." Tang Xiaofei retorted, "What are you, an idiot? This is a concert. Should we sit in the back instead? If I go to the back, I'll step out for a smoke. You all carry on. Go on. You know nothing about this. No wonder Bai Haonan called you uncultured. It's entirely justified." Xiong Chao grumbled as he left, only returning close to the end of the event. "Wow, you came back. I thought you'd gone home," Tang Xiaofei teased. "Hey, with Sister Qin and Brother Xiao here. How could I leave without saying goodbye?" Tang Xiaofei rolled his eyes. "Xiong Chao, I never realized you were so superficial." Xiong Chao shot back a glance, thinking that Tang had remained throughout the performance without leaving, which was no less superficial. At their level, most minor stars simply did not capture their attention. Yet, even Yin Bingqin stayed, solely because Chun Xiao was present. Unbeknownst to him, he had subtly become the focal point of this small circle. As the crowd began to disperse, Chun Xiao stood and remarked, "This is rather dull. I assent it. Please don't invite me to the next event." The others were at a loss for words. Hadn't they accompanied him through the entire performance? "Ahem, let us go. Bai's been sitting here for over an hour," Zhang Meng suggested pointedly. The others shared his sentiment. If the main attraction wasn't he enjoying himself, then the time spent was akin to a waste. Just as Chun Xiao was about to head out, he inadvertently glanced back to see the young star from earlier, furiously berating the accompaniment band backstage. The cacophony of the venue rendered most of his words inaudible. Yet one particular phrase pierced through the noise and reached Chun Xiao's ears. "Are all of you students from Jining University worthless? Where's your brain?" Chun Xiao frowned slightly. While one could engage in criticism, a broad attack like that seemed rather contemptuous. "What's wrong, Xiaozi?" Tang Xiaofei inquired. Chun Xiao subtly gestured backstage, indicating that the brother who had just sung was a bit too brash. The group promptly halted, and Zhang Meng, having overheard the remark, contemplated for a moment before saying, "I'll handle it. You all go ahead." Chun Xiao nodded in acknowledgement, replying, "Thanks, Meng Ge. No need for pleasantries. It's a trivial matter. Just wait for me at the entrance," Zhang Meng assured them. After Chun Xiao and the others departed, Zhang Meng, accompanied by his bodyguards, sauntered into the backstage area. Wei Cheng was still vociferously expressing his dissatisfaction. How could this happen? Such a simple accompaniment, and yet there are mistakes? Do you know what this is called? A stage accident. If I inform your instructor, you will surely fail this year. The band students bowed their heads in silence, acknowledging their error, especially considering the stature of the celebrity involved, which deterred any rebuttal. Wei Cheng scolded them a few more times before shifting his tone to address the most attractive girl among them. "What is your name?" "Me? I'm Tan Cheng," she replied. "Tan Cheng, is it? Although you encountered some issues today, you demonstrate considerable potential. I happen to be staying in Jining for the night, and it's rare to find such a promising talent like you. Here is my room number." Tan Cheng pursed her lips, refraining from accepting. Wei Cheng chuckled lightly. "No worries. I can always mention your shortcomings to your instructor during dinner." His words were laden with veiled threats. If Tan Cheng declined, it could result in her failing the course. Her friend beside her nudged her persistently, signaling her to take the offer. Having had little exposure to the world, Tan Cheng's mind was blank at that moment. Wei Cheng's lips curled into a cold smirk. This naive girl was easy to manipulate. With the aura of a superstar, he considered finding an excuse to press the matter further. Just then, an unexpected visitor barged in. "Well, if it isn't the big star. Quite the temper, are we? Inviting students to your hotel? What is this, a hidden rule?" Wei Cheng was taken aback, realizing someone was interrupting his plans. He turned angrily, demanding, "Who are you? Who allowed you to enter? Get out now." Zhang Meng paused, taken aback. "Is this how all of you in this industry behave? Compared to you, we are so low-key." Wei Cheng, standing on tiptoe, shouted toward the outside, "Security! Security! Is there no one to handle an intruder backstage? Are you all useless?" Zhang Meng waved his hand dismissively. Hey, no need to shout. Just a moment ago, you were all high and mighty on stage, and now you're acting like this?" He turned to the girls. "Don't worry. I'm here to friend S request to deal with this guy. You all can leave. I assure you no one will fail." Tan Cheng, bewildered, nodded in gratitude, and swiftly exited the backstage area. Zhang Meng then placed a hand on Wei Cheng's shoulder, saying, "My friend, you've offended someone you shouldn't have. Let us have a proper discussion." A little over 10 minutes later, Zhang Meng emerged from the backstage. Looking refreshed, Wei Cheng, clutching his waist with one hand and covering his face with the other, hurried into his car and drove straight back to the hotel, even skipping the school's appreciation banquet. Zhang Meng rejoined Chen Xiao and the others outside. "Xiao Go, it's all sorted." "Thanks," Chen Xiao replied. "No need for thanks. But tell me honestly, was there a girl in there who was exceptionally beautiful? Will she have anything to do with you?" Zhang Meng jested. Chen Xiao was momentarily obstructed by Wei Cheng, leaving him oblivious to the identity of the individual within. "Sister? What sister? I have no sister. Only friends." A chorus of disbelief resonated among the group. Tang Xiaofei remarked, "Xiaozi seems intent on capturing all the outstanding seniors and juniors." As they jested, someone hurriedly emerged from the corridor, turning sharply and colliding into Chen Zhao's embrace. Before he could fully comprehend the situation, she struggled free, her voice raised in indignation. "Are you blind? Move aside." Chen Xiao was a loss for words. The warm and delicate embrace had been quite pleasant, yet her words extinguished his enthusiasm. "Did you just crash into me and then accuse me of being blind?" Tang Xiaofei and the others were equally stunned. Was everyone at Jining University this audacious? Yan Bingqin, intrigued, crossed her arms and watched the unfolding drama. For the newcomer was none other than Zhang Ting, the radiant host from the stage moments ago. "How dare you insult me? Which department are you from? Get lost, and I'll settle the score later." Zhang Ting retorted angrily. Initially, Chen Xiao had no intention of engaging in a dispute with her, but her words ignited his temper. "I am from the painting class too. Come, let us settle this matter now. I have no time for idle chatter. If I fail to catch Wei Cheng, our issue is far from resolved." With that, Zhang Ting dashed away. Lei Tang cracked his knuckles, ready to confront her, but Chen Xiao called him back. "Let go for now. I will investigate which department she belongs to and have a private conversation with her later." "Understood, boss." Yan Bingqin, with a glimmer of amusement in her eyes, laughed. "Chen Xiao, no need to look her up. Just remember her name. In a few days, I will present you with a splendid gift, and you will thank me for it." With that, she departed alongside her bodyguards. Tang Xiaofei seemed to have an epiphany, grinning at Chen Xiao. "Bro, make sure to consume plenty of kidney supplements in the coming days." Chen Xiao was bewildered, struggling to comprehend the connection. "Are we leaving now? Since we've come all this way, why not join us at the cafeteria? I'll treat you all to something delicious." The others replied, "You can enjoy it yourself. See you on the weekend." "All right, goodbye." Chen Xiao bid farewell to the group. Although he had no intention of purchasing anything, attending the auction for exposure seemed worthwhile. So he accepted Tang Xiaofei's invitation to join. Meanwhile, Tan Cheng and her companion strolled back to their dormitory. Lu Xiaoyan inquired, Cheng, who exactly came to your aid? Was it Lu Xing?" "I suspect it was indeed him. Lu Xing is affluent and well-connected at the school. Only he could manage such a feat. It certainly wasn't that frog volunteering. Upon seeing Wei Cheng, he would likely cower in submission." Tanqing paid no heed to her roommate's discussions, her mind preoccupied with the image of Chen Xiao sitting in the front row, an unforgettable presence. Chapter 103. May I treat you to a meal? Upon returning to the dormitory, it was a rare occasion for the three to convene. "Xiaozi, where on earth have you been? I searched for you everywhere." "You weren't in the arena?" Lu Xian asked. Chen Xiao replied, "I was not present. I was seated in the front row." "Damn it, I searched in vain." Lu Xian dismissed the mention of the front row. After a moment, he exclaimed, "What? You were in the front row?" "Yes, indeed." "Oh, that explains it. I was singing on stage and didn't see you. It seems the spotlight can obscure." Lu Xian remarked. Chen Xiao was at a loss for words. Even when he spoke the truth, no one believed him. "You're impressive, yet you can't even carry a tune. How do you expect not to be beaten?" he remarked. "All right, enough boasting. Shall we go watch a movie?" said Xiao Ji. Chen Xiao tossed him a cigarette. "You all enjoy. Keep it down. I'm off to sleep." "Wow, you've already embraced the life of an old man," he said while climbing into bed. "There's no choice. I still need this body to relish the vast world, so I must cherish it," he added. Lu Xian interjected, "Don't mind him. Let us just watch." The following day, Chen Xiao, as per usual, went for his morning run.